I'm stuck between a Republican and a Libertarian. Welcome to Publitarian Podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Ronald Johnson, Publitarian, coming at you again with another episode of Publitarian Podcast. Mr. Announcer Guy is not with me today. This is the Publitarian ROADSHOW. I thought I would just try this and see how it goes. There's probably going to be a bunch of vehicle noise, but had to travel for work today, so I thought I would just try it out and see what this software does for me. A lot going on in the news, but I'm not going to belabor the fact too long. We've got the coronavirus happening, which I'm not making this up. The New York Times has an opinion piece. It's still up on their site today, talking about the real danger of the Trump virus. And it's behind a paywall. I can't read it, but I'm going to give you a hint of what it is. That the coronavirus should be called the Trump virus because the little sub-headline that you can read is saying that, basically whatever happens, Trump is to blame for that. But hey, it's the mainstream media. We all knew that was going to be the case. Whatever is happening, it needs to be bad, and it needs to be spun as Trump's fault. So nothing new there. The CDC has put out statements. The president has put out statements. The vice president is going to be leading the charge on, what to do about the virus. I'm not too worried about it as of yet. The president has said basically just treat it like the flu right now. Wash your hands. Don't grab every handrail. And then he told this off-the-cuff funny story about a friend giving him a hug and a kiss that he hadn't seen in a while, and he asked him how he was doing, and the friend said, "Oh God, I've got a fever, I'm not feeling too good." Why are you hugging me? Anyway, little levity for what could be a serious thing. I really don't know what to think about the coronavirus thing. Like I said, I'm not that worried about it. I'm old enough that I've lived through SARS, the measles scare, Zika virus, all these other viruses that were supposedly gonna, wipe out the planet and kill 150 million people, like Joe Biden's NRA AR statistic. So anyway, what really is weird that really didn't get too much news coverage was the Chinese national that they busted in the southern border carrying a briefcase of dead birds trying to get across the southern border. I mean, sounds like they're just trying to get us infected. And the Democrats, of course, are spending this as, Trump's not spending enough money on this. And then when Trump spends money on this, Trump is spending too much money on this. Trump closes the borders. Oh, Trump is racist for closing the borders. Then when it's like I said, none of that's ever going to change. That's just part and parcel to politics today. But I really wish when a disease outbreak is potentially going to happen that we could at least rally all together as Americans. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. The reason it's not going to happen is because it's 2020. The Democrats and liberal policies, media, their stranglehold on culture is on the ropes right now. And it's all they've got. It's all they've got is Trump outrage because they don't have any good ideas. They have zero good ideas. They have zero policy. The only policy they have right now is orange man bad and wrong thing and you're a racist. And that's all they've got. So that's all they're going to keep doing. They're just going to keep peddling that and keep on throwing stuff to the wall and seeing if it'll stick. And it's really a shame. So we got Crazy Bernie leading the pack after another clown show of a Democratic debate. And all these evil millionaires and billionaires. Oh, sorry, it's just billionaires now because Bernie's a millionaire. Enough people have pointed that out, so there's no more evil millionaires and billionaires. They're just evil billionaires now. Funny about that, we really don't have that many billionaires. So if Bernie's plan is to just tax all the billionaires, let's say we confiscated 100% of the billionaires' wealth. Guess what? Nope, not going to be enough to fund any of Bernie's programs. Guess who's going to get it? The middle class. Okay, guess what? Let's confiscate the entire GDP of the United States, a few $1 trillion. It still can't pay for Bernie's plans. This is all about the same old thing that's been about since the Marxist infiltration and the early part of the 20th century. Control, power, and the defeat of Western civilization. And that's all it is. And I hate that our education system and our media have been willing accomplices in this whole thing. And it looks like that's what 2020 is going to boil down to. Capitalism versus socialism. Or Western society versus globalism. Or if you really want to boil it down, I don't care. I'll say it. Good versus evil. Anyway, I think that'll do it for my rambling on this edition of Publitarian Podcast. If you want to reach out to me, you can. I am publitarian@gmail.com or thepublitarian@gmail.com. I'm on all the social medias. Thanks for listening to this quick edition of Publitarian Podcast, the Publitarian ROADSHOW. Really thank you guys for listening to me. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Publitarian Podcast. Take it easy. You've been listening to Publitarian Podcast. Copyright 2020.